Hello YouTube. So I'm gonna start vlogging today. Riding with buddy Jimmy. And his sweet ass Road Glide Ultra. He's sporting a new black leather vest. He looks all biker, like legit biker, but he's not. Neither am I, though. So this is one of my first motovlogs. I'm hoping that I got the camera and everything set up correctly. We shall see once I go to edit it. I'm on the old Sony action camera. I was thinking about getting a GoPro Hero. I mean, the nice thing about the GoPros is that you can mount it in the very front, and it's not that intrusive. And because of that, it's a little bit actually better of a camera from a practicality standpoint. But I went with the Sony because I just like the video quality better. I when I looked at a bunch of different cameras, and I don't know, I just thought that the action camera looked the nicest. You know, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun motovlogging. The only thing I don't like, I gotta be honest, I don't like wearing a full face helmet. I actually contemplated, I know there's some vloggers out there that they add their voice after the fact, so they overdub their voice because they don't wear full face helmets, or they don't want to wear they don't want to mess around with the microphone, which is in and of itself a big pain in the ass. But I don't know, I thought I'd give motovlogging with the microphone a shot. The only thing that sucks is you know, I mean, you're connecting the camera. You know, I have to mount this actually upside down, so you know, I can use my phone, or I actually got a wrist controller for this camera, so I can check the angle of the camera when I record. But A, it's upside down, and B, there's no audio. So I don't know if my audio is working or how good it's working. I have no idea until after it's done shooting. So this will be interesting the first couple times around until I get the knack of where everything's supposed to be at. I don't want to get hit. There we go. I have no idea where we're going. Jimmy's piloting today, or navigating at least. Wow. That's a lot of porta potties. There must be some people in really dire need to take a shit. Huh? There must be some people in really dire need to take a shit.
Yeah, I know.
That's a lot of freaking porta potties. You know, feature set wise, I do like this helmet because It's got a visor thing that comes down in the inside, and it's actually, for a full face helmet, it's relatively comfortable. The thing I don't like about it is that it's a full face helmet. I kind of like getting the wind in my face a little bit. So that comes back to, you know, how do I want to record? Do I want to overdub the audio after the fact? That's kind of cheating, though, I think. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I didn't quite expect motor vlogging to be as expensive of a hobby as it's turned out to be, especially since I really haven't even started doing it yet. No sense of leaving my bike and collecting gear with that bad boy neutral. Uh-oh. Well, that worked for a whole freaking 3 seconds. So for those of you who don't know, this is my bike. It's a 2015 Streak Light Special. I have spent a small fortune on upgrades. For those familiar with the Streak Light, one thing you'll definitely notice right away is that these are chromed out, and I have the CVO gauges on there. No offense to people who like the gauges, but I thought the gauges on the Streak Light were the ugliest thing I had ever seen when I first saw the bike. I actually did not take possession of this bike before they changed out the gauges. I took it for a test ride, and they're like, how do you like it? I was like, you know, you have to put different gauges on there before I take it, because that's just going to drive me crazy. So, I mean, personal preference. So I had them change out the gauges before I even took it. And then I immediately started pricing out having the handbar controls chromed out. These are actually lit too at night. And then I had lower fairings put on there, the sissy bar and rack, and all sorts of expensive add-ons. I mean, if you added the base price or the stock price of this bike together with the accessories, it's far more expensive than just an Ultra Limited.
That might be the longest stretch of Indianapolis Boulevard that I've ridden on recently where I didn't have to stop at every stoplight.
I know, that was kind of freaky.
Huh?
That was kind of freaky.
I know.
I'm gonna have to figure out how to talk
Sounds
before
like a
coming on.
motorcycle on parade.
It was crazy yesterday. There were like a million. It was crazy yesterday. There were like a million people on the road.
Really?
It was the Three Floyds
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, I picked up a couple people while Ubering because it's very lucrative yesterday.
So Three Floyds is I mean, they actually, I think they're distributed throughout the United States, or most of it anyway. But their brewery is on Calumet Avenue, which is the next street over. And once a year, they have this party in their parking lot where they sell this one beer called Dark Lord, and they literally only brew it for that one day. So they sell out every year. It's something like $20 a bottle for it, and I believe excuse me, I believe this year they had 10,000 people there, which, I mean, that's crazy for all people to show up to spend basically $120 on a 6-pack of beer. look at that. Like me putting my bike in neutral is like a sign from God to turn the green, or make it green. So the problem with Northwest Indiana is that when all these roads were built and these towns were laid out, there were only about a third of the people here that are here now. And because it's so much cheaper to live in this part of the state than it is the Chicago and Illinois area. Hello, Moto. A lot of people from Illinois have moved here, and a lot of people from Illinois keep moving here. So that's caused a lot of problems because, you know, the area, the state or county or whatever, just gleefully accepted all these people without stepping back and saying, what is this going to do to the to travel in this area? And what's ended up happening is you only have a couple main roads to get north, south, east, and west, and Indianapolis Boulevard, US 41 being one of them. So during the day and during rush hour, I mean, it's just a parking lot because there's thousands and thousands of people trying to get to where they need to go. I mean, Northwest Indiana, when I was a kid, had maybe a total of is this guy gonna let me over? He's about to. Had maybe 350,000 people in it, and as of last year, I believe it had over 800,000 people. Well, there's a guy enjoying a nice cigarette. So, wow. That guy just bought that car. Anyway, so it's over doubled in size, and they haven't done really anything to expand the roads or anything because all the people moved here and took up all the land before, so now it's kind of like impossible. I mean, how would you expand, say, Indianapolis Boulevard to 3 lanes aside right here? I mean, people own the land there and there. So anyway, the reason my motovlog is called the Region Rent Rider is because Northwest Indiana is called the region. I'm not sure where it got that name from, but that's what it's called, the region. And people who live in the region are either affectionately or condescendingly called region rats. Hence the name Region Rent Rider. So that's the name of my channel. So I think this is actually where I'm going to sign off for my first video. I don't know why, other than all you're going to see is this boring stuff for a long time. If we stay on 41, it's going to get real boring. Oh, please don't let that car behind me hit me. Technically, you're not even supposed to be able to turn left. Isn't it? Aren't you supposed to not be able to turn left on the double yellow line? Oh, whatever. Guy gotta get home, he's gotta get home. So anyway, when we get to someplace more interesting, I'll turn the camera back on. But until then, peace out, region rats, or region rat lovers, or I gotta think of a name for my fans. Doesn't really matter because I don't have any right now.